have actually got another story time. And this one's kind of interesting just because, like, some of these stories are just so awesome. So, obviously, well, not maybe it's not that obvious, but this is my first time in Europe, right? And so there are people who I work with who've been here for much longer than me, and their stories are so good. like, like today, I learned about one of my coworkers. She's been here for 3 years, and legitimately, he does not have any cell phone service. Like, he just never got an international plan, and so he says all these stories of how he's like gone to China with no cell service and just goes to the bus station and used a map. The whole thing was so funny because we're all trying to encourage him to get cellular service, you know, and he was just like, no, don't think I need it, and I'm dying. Like, that's so funny. But also, there were stories about, you know, people living in hostel or staying in a hostel for a while, and the hostel accidentally locks them in, so they're like on the balcony trying to get. The whole thing is just so great. There's just all these really classic travel stories, and kind of these are some of the travel stories that I want to, you know, begin to share with you guys because I think they're really great and I haven't heard them before, and I think it's kind of interesting to hear them from me because, like I said, I've really tried to build this audience from the ground. And I hope that if you are here, you go back and watch some of my older videos. I have some playlists on my like homepage, so I've tried to curate some things for you. But like, really watch some of that. You can get some of my opinions about, you know, some things. But I've got to say, like, I've come across quite a lot of people who are much happier in Europe than they've been in like America, and it's becoming like a trend. And I guess I just kind of wanted to speak on that. Like, everywhere doesn't have to be like as sad or whatever and as kind of depressing maybe as like America might be right now. But also, you guys will start to see this very soon. There's something about traveling through Europe, it's actually kind of affordable. Like, with $500, you could plan an entire trip. It's like I can probably go to Spain. I can probably plan an entire trip to Spain for $500. And I probably plan to walk you guys through how I'm going to do that, just because I think that the ability to do that is so cool. Like, that concept, that reality is very cool. And also, one thing I appreciate about living here is I haven't missed out on anything. Like, there's no part of my life that I've had to change really at all in order to make it work because I'm living in Europe. That's something too. But also, if there are any, like, I know sometimes I always have parents commenting on my things. I will say, just given the type of customers that I interact with, a lot of people who come here are familiar with our program, and their kids have done it too. They just have nothing but really awesome experiences. So if that's something that you like, if you are an American and, you know, like, you are interested in seeing Europe, especially if you're around like the college age, please make a comment or something, and I'd love to talk a little bit more about it. That's kind of all I have to say right now, and I just want to make an announcement. If anyone here is really excited about any European countries, like, some people have already messaged things and I have a recurring list going, but I think the next countries that I might visit are Paris, Scotland, like, Edinburgh has been recommended to me. It's obviously, I want to see Italy, probably Naples. Barcelona, Spain is pretty high on the list for me, and Prague and Budapest. Those are also Switzerland is pretty high on the list. It's pretty expensive from what I understand, so we might have to push that trip back because I might have to get a new laptop soon. So yeah, cool. Just wanted to pop in really quickly and say that.